guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really good today. Today's video, I am going to be talking about some of my current favorite makeup items and skincare items. I'm excited to be doing this because I haven't spoken about makeup or skincare or fashion or any of that stuff in so long, and I am here to tell you about the latest must-have favorite makeup of mine that I've been using for a while, along with my skincare. Some skincare that I've been using now, a couple items now for 2 years, and I have been absolutely loving. In my last video, I had that Temu haul that I did, which I didn't even realize after I uploaded the video that it was over an hour long. And I told you guys I was gonna do another haul, another Temu haul, but that haul is a lot more items, and I was not gonna do a video for more than over an hour. I think an hour is way too long for a video. So what I'm planning to do is I'm just gonna mention a lot of the stuff that I got on Temu in my Insta story. So if you guys want to know what I got in my latest Temu haul, I am going to be posting some of those items in my Insta story, so make sure you guys stay tuned to that on my Instagram. All those links are listed down below, and I'm going to give you guys a moment to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys want to know what are my favorite makeup items and skincare items, then just stick around. Guys, so I just want to let you know that most of this stuff I did get from my job being a makeup artist. We do get a lot of free makeup. I was working with Neiman Marcus, so I did get a lot of this stuff while I was working there. Some of the stuff is mine that I bought with my own money, but I do want to tell you that some of this stuff is pretty pricey, and I will do my best to tell you where you can find items that are very similar to it, and I will tell you what you really must save your money and buy, because I will always only talk about things that I truly love and things that I truly know that work on my personal skin. So let's start with the skincare, which is the first thing I want to talk to you guys about. Darphin is a brand that I think has been around for quite some time, and I never hear people talk about the brand. Darphin is a brand that I've been using now for a while. I find them to be underrated. I don't hear people talk much about their skincare, and I have two specific items from tons of the stuff that I've tried from Darphin, but two specific items that I truly love, been using for a long time, and I will say you will love it too. But I'm gonna start with the first thing I have here, because this is my third, pretty much my third makeup remover tub that I have been using from them. And since I've been using this is my favorite eye makeup remover. Now, I am a big fan of those balm makeup removers, because again, when you're older, you will find that the balms, when you wet it, it slips, it's easy, it tugs, it doesn't tug, and it slides the makeup right off. And this one is the Aromatic Cleansing Balm with Rosewood. This is my favorite. I'm almost done with this jar, so it's probably time for me to order another one, but this is my favorite makeup removing balm, because some that I have used, my eyes are very sensitive and I feel the burn. But this one, there's something about it that is so special in comparisons to most balms that I have tried. And let me tell you, I've tried a lot. This makeup remover balm is everything. With a little pearl size, you wet it just gently and then massage it around your eyes. It doesn't burn your eyes, and it takes away lashes, glue, mascara. That's waterproof mascara. You guys have to try it. So that's what I use to remove my eye makeup. And once I do that, I remove the rest of my makeup. Obviously, I still have makeup on my skin. That's when I go into my cleanser. Now, I do love this Givenchy Skin Resource Liquid Cleansing Balm, because it's kind of like a foamy, you need water for it obviously, but again, it has some kind of balm-like material in it that is also very gentle on the skin. So anything again that says balm, cleansers and stuff like that, I love to use. This does lather up really nicely and does a really good job at removing your makeup off. I have been using, you guys have been following me for a while. You would remember that video I posted maybe 3 years ago. You guys, I'm still using the Rena cleansing tool. This thing is so beat up, it's so junky, but it's never died on me. Of course you could charge it, but what I'm saying is it still works. And this little tool is the only actual tool device that I've been using to remove my makeup. It's even gentle around the eyes because it has a massage. It has like a little vibrating massage option. So I use that for the eyes when I use the Darphin cleansing balm. And that, I mean, the makeup comes right off. It's so amazing how good that balm is. But this little tool, I'm gonna link the video down below that I posted probably 3-4 years ago about this tool and where you can get it. This little tool is still working, and I have never gone a day without using it unless I haven't worn makeup. But anytime I wear makeup, which is almost every day, I use this tool. Still works, hasn't died on me, better than the Clarisonic, better than anything you will find in the store. I'm telling you, this tool is it. So I've been using it forever. I use it with the liquid cleansing balm. I put a little bit on there and all my makeup comes off. Now there is sometimes where I use the cleansing foam from La Mer. Not always. I use this maybe when I have tons of layers of makeup, you know, like today for this video. I did want to play a little bit with some primers and stuff like that I haven't used for a while. So this will be a cleanser that I will use. If you guys are a little bit younger, or maybe you know, your skin is not as sensitive, this will remove all your makeup. You can use it every time you wear makeup. It takes off all your makeup. It is a little bit of it is pricey, but if you use very little is all you need. When I tell you a little pea size, this thing will last you. I've had this for over a year and there's still some in here. That's how little I use. I always tell people some of these pricey items, skincare is worth it. It's just how you use it. If you use too much of it, you're gonna waste it and you're just throwing away your money. You have to use very little because a little goes a long way. Because the prices it's expensive is because it's very potent and it's got a little bit goes a long way basically. So that's the other cleanser. But if I had to choose for my skin, I definitely rather use the cleansing balm from Givenchy. So the other item, back to Darphin again. This is another item I've been using for a very long time. It's their Youth Retinol Oil Concentrate. Now this stuff I love, you guys. I have backups of this. There are these little beads that you basically, I'm sure you've seen this somewhere upon a time in skincare. There are these little beads that you just open, you pour. It's retinol. I love it because the capsule keeps it from expiring. No air gets to it, no light gets into it, so it stays very concentrating. Those capsules are excellent. Now because this is a retinol, you might think you can't use this alone or all the time. I use this about 3 times a week. It's very nourishing, it's super hydrating, it does not dry your skin. This specific one, I know some retinols can dry out your skin, but this specific one is all natural. It has jojoba oils, lots of natural ingredients. You can even use this under your eyes, which I do, and I am more certain than anything that this is a secret to my skin, why I feel that my skin has been doing so well for me and keeping me youthful. This would be it. In fact, out of all the items that I am mentioning today, this is the one that I would definitely splurge on. I think this bottle is $100, but this lasts for like 3 months maybe, or depending on how much you use it. If you use it every day, it'll last you less, but I only use about 2 or 3 capsules a week. And now, again, it doesn't dry your skin. But this other item that I have been using also for a while, and it's funny because now it's when it's coming popular. I've been hearing so much people talking about tretinoid. Tretinoid is really good for your skin, for fine lines and wrinkles. It helps your skin tremendously if you have fine lines. It will take them away if you're consistent and you use it. This is prescribed. It's by Taro. However, I have been seeing it online for like $30. I got this prescribed, so I don't know. I don't even think I need to get it from the doctors anymore because I've been seeing it online for $30. I hope it's like just as good. This stuff is really good. If you are someone who you're experiencing like dehydrated lines, fine lines, even wrinkles, this stuff, tretinoid, is so good for your skin. I'm surprised and shocked that it's coming back and people are talking about it. Now this will dry your skin out. I only use this once a week. It will dry your skin out, and it's because it's removing the first layer of your skin so that your skin can rejuvenate. You'll get healthier skin, so it does scale a little bit. When I find my skin to be really scaling or drying a lot, I go into a really heavy moisturizing cream, which is this one, the moisture cream from La Mer. Or you can also do, I love this one, the Givenchy Rich Cream, which is another really good one, and it's not as pricey as the La Mer one. But if you can find any really good heavy moisture cream, depending on your age, guys, again, I'm talking about somebody who's in their mid 40s. You will see the drastic change on your skin as you are getting older. The tretinoid really does work. Just make sure you find a really good heavy cream that you can use in conjunction when your skin is drying out. But find yourself a good hydrating cream. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just find one that you like. I'll usually use this. I use this daily. So in the mornings, I will put on this Givenchy Skin Perfector Radiant Reviver. This serum is, I know a lot of people are using the Tasha one, which is a little bit heavier, and it's got that pearlescent. This under your makeup is basically the same thing, but it's more of a serum. So it gives you the same effect that the Tasha, I've been seeing everybody using that Tasha Balm moisturizer first before their makeup. I'm not sure if it's a moisturizer or a serum, but it's a kind of like a balm that comes in a tub. This is the same thing, but it's a little bit lighter. I like it to be a little bit lighter. I don't want anything too heavy on my skin. This is more like a serum, and it works beautiful under makeup. And I find that you don't need primer, because for me, this is more than enough. It gives you that pretty glow that you want under your makeup, whether you're using, you know, a more dewy foundation, or if you're using even a matte foundation. I still use this beautiful pearlescent serum from Givenchy. That's definitely something that I would repurchase. Now, as far as primers go, like I said, I haven't really been using primers, but I do love the Prism primers for Givenchy. This stuff color corrects, and I am big into color correcting. I will show you that. I am really into color correcting because, again, when you're aging, you see more dullness in your skin, and you see more, like, I guess, your skin is not as plumped. So when the skin is not as plumped, you see more of the background, like veins, dullness, dark under eyes. So obviously I don't use this under my eyes, but if I am going to do a primer, this takes care of everything. It primes, it has SPF, and it color corrects. So it has, for me, 3-in-1. I am big on the less items you use on your face, the better you're gonna look, which is the reason why I do skip primer. But if I'm gonna use a primer, again, this one has SPF 20 and it color corrects. So, but when I don't use primer and I'm just using nothing other than my foundation, this is the only thing I have underneath. Let me talk to you about the foundation that I have been using, which is the same foundation I have been using since COVID, maybe even before COVID. This is definitely my ultimate, you're in a desert, you get to choose one foundation for the rest of your life. This is my favorite foundation. It's the Morphe 2 Hint Skin Tint. I can't tell you how much I rave about this foundation because for some reason it's just the perfect amount of coverage. It's not heavy, it's water-based, it comes in a dropper. And you guys, it's just perfect for me, for my skin. I like that it's, again, not heavy, but it does cover, and it's water-based. And if I tell you how much I love it, I mean, I have so many bottles. I actually bought backups because I learned recently that, you know, all the Morphe stores closed, and I ran to Target. They said it at Target, Ulta. Hopefully they will continue to sell Morphe at Target and Ulta, because I don't know what I'll do if I run out of this foundation. So I ended up buying backup. If you want to know my color, it is Hint of Almond. But when I am super pale, sometimes in the winter, I do use a little bit of Hint of Beige, and I mix it with the almond just to soften it up, because there's something about the almond that the undertone is absolutely perfect for my skin, which is what I'm wearing right now. I love that foundation. I mean, I have the foundation sticks from Tom Ford. I love also my Double Wear, which if you want something heavier, if you want more coverage, this would be the one. But I still go back to my Hint skin tint from Morphe. So that is definitely a go-to foundation for me. I love everything about it, the wear, the longevity. I don't see that I have to, you know, ever reapply. I don't wear primer, so you guys know that it does stay on well on my skin. Foundation is very tricky for people. Just because I love it doesn't mean you're gonna love it. I suggest to try it, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be your favorite. It's my personal favorite. If I don't use that one, another one that's like it, but it's just a little bit more pricier, but does the same job, but it has more luminosity, is the Giorgio Armani Cream Nude. This is beautiful too, guys. This is gorgeous. If you can splurge on foundation and you want something like that, but just more luminous, and it's a little bit more creamier, this foundation is absolutely stunning on the skin. So when it comes to foundation, that is my go-to. I mean, I even have this La Mer SPF 20, which I use a little bit of this on my skin if I'm ever like at the pool, just to have a little coverage, but with SPF. I still love my Morphe. Now the Morphe one does not have any SPF, so I highly suggest to find yourself a good SPF cream to go underneath, and that is when I use my Chantecaille Ultra Sun Protection Sunscreen. This is by far the best sunscreen I've ever used on my face, for the face. It doesn't need that white cast. It is white, you know, it's like a very fluid white sunscreen, but it doesn't leave that white cast, which is what I love. It does work. I've been wearing it all summer long to the pool, and this is excellent. I have not seen any sun damage because of this Chantecaille. Let me tell you guys, I spent a lot of time this summer under the sun, and this has SPF 45. If you want a really good face SPF that's wonderful, natural, go with the Chantecaille. It's excellent. The next item, I'm trying to go in the steps. I missed and skipped the brows, so let me go real quick into the brows, and then I'm gonna go into the powder, what I set my foundation with. But I forgot the brow. So the brow, very basic. I don't have a lot of brow, guys. I don't have a lot of brows, and they're very bare. I have a line on this one that goes across from an accident when I was little. So my favorite brow technique, which I stick to all the time, is brow powder with a brow brush. You just have to find a good color. What I suggest, if you want brows to look similar to what I have, use brow powder. Use let me show you my brow brush. I go through tons of these. Brow brushes get worn out, so I'm constantly replacing them. I have one from Morphe. Just find yourself a good one. This one is from Trish McEvoy, a nice angled brow brush. Find a really good powder that matches like your hair color. If you want to go lighter, that's a preference thing. I usually try to stick to a similar hair color as mine, or sometimes I'll go a little bit darker. This is just an eyeshadow that I've had forever. It's the Mahogany number 10 eyeshadow from Bobbi Brown. Is it Bobbi Brown or Laura Mercier? Bobbi Brown. Find yourself any good brown eyeshadow. I promise you, if you use a brow brush, you dip it in a little bit of water. I use just my setting spray. You can use any like setting spray is better because it grips better than water. So find setting spray. I'll show you what I do. Brow gel is a must. I first start with brow gel. You cannot go wrong with the e.l.f. brow gel, which is only $6. I bought a bunch of these because let me tell you, this is a really good brow gel for a budget. Perfect. I use a brow brush, brush my brows bare with the brow gel. On the cap, I spray the water. I spray a lot of water. I dip my brush, and then I go into the brow powder, and then I draw hair strokes. One day I will show you guys a tutorial how I do my brows. I'm sure you're gonna see many ways. I have so many makeup tutorials, they're in there, but I still have the same technique. Brow brush, draw the hair strokes. Any brow gel, I like this one, it's affordable and it works. That's the only thing I do for my brows. Now, when I set my foundation, I have been loving, I used to use the Laura Mercier, but I do, you know, I've been using a lot of Givenchy lately. I did get this from work. This is the Prism powder in the number 1. I don't know if this was a limited edition one. I have this one and I have another one. Okay, this one is the one because I just remembered because of the colors. Remember when I said color corrector, guys? Color corrector is my best friend because of how my skin reacts to it. This has the purple, the green, the white, and the blue. So this color corrects. This is what I use with my little puffer to set. I actually set my whole face with this. Or if I want a more voluminous look, I'll just set, because this will blur. If you want a good blurring powder, this is it. This Givenchy powder I like much more so than the Laura Mercier because of the blurring effect. And I also noticed that for me, brow powders look very dry on my skin because my skin's older. This one doesn't do that. I like to just pat it lightly underneath my eyes to set my makeup, and I'm good to go. If you want a good setting powder that has color corrector, I really suggest that one. Now, prior to all that, I skipped my concealer. I have been using this forever, but lately the pink one has been my go-to. I know that right now my under eyes look really bright, but this is basically all I use under my eyes. And once I use this under my eyes, once I do my serum, I sometimes color correct a little bit with this Prism Libre concealer. Sometimes I don't. I didn't today. I just use this under my eyes and I blended it. When I put my foundation on, I actually take it up to under my eyes. So this will still keep it bright. You don't want to wear this alone. I bring my foundation up, and that, I'm telling you, makes your under eyes look less heavy, because for me, concealers, you can hear my daughter in the background, so excuse her. For me, concealers all look heavy on me. Like, I have more aged under eyes, so many concealers look heavy on me. This is the only one I use, and I love it because it's taking care of two things. It's concealing and it's brightening, and it's also not heavy, and I just bring my foundation up to under my eyes. So that's pretty much what I have on today, and I mean, that's it. I don't wear concealer other than this. If you consider this a concealer, this is a color corrector concealer. So that's the only thing I use. And then my foundation, my powder, and that's it. That is it, guys. The blush that I have on today is the Christian Dior. I've been going through a lot of powders. I love Dior powders. Obviously this is like a favorite amongst many people, the Dior Glow, the pink blush, famous blush. But I also love this one. This is the Dior, which is a little bit more pinkier. I find this one to be a little bit more violet, the Dior Glow one. But this one is called Dior Show. Oh, I'm so blind. Rose. I am so blind, you guys. This one is Rose Defile? Catwalk Pink. That's what it's called. Catwalk Pink 003. I don't even think you can find this anymore. This is pretty old. I think this would be the newer version of that. It's the same thing. This is just loose. This is just, you know, in a container. So that's really the blushes that I use, unless I go... I love my Dior blushes. I've gotten all of these from work because Dior blushes, I think, are my favorite. Between NARS and Dior, those are the two blushes that I use. This is another one that I really love, guys. This is called Hologram Shimmer from Dior. So it's like a pinky pearlescent. It's got that pearl undertone with purple, and it's got shimmer. It does have a bit of a shimmer to it. Another one that I really love from Dior, Actress. I think that's what it's called. Actress. It's a satin blush from Dior. Another pinky corally one. Another pop of blush for the cheeks. Those pops of colors are really, really nice, and they're really in right now with blushes. If you guys know of a good drugstore blush, let me know down below, because I have been searching for something more affordable, kind of like this pop for the cheeks. Drugstore blush, let me know down below if you guys know of a good one. This other one, I love peach blushes as well. Another really pretty one is called Standout. This one is also by Dior. Again, I got these from work, that's why they're like testers. But they still have them. You can still buy them. I know that they have them at Neiman Marcus. So yeah, I love this one too, the glow, which everybody has. I also want to do a makeup look for you guys. I miss those. I want to take it back to old school and do makeup looks. I want to start experimenting with makeup. I'll be honest with you, I'm not big into all the colored eyeshadows that I used to go back in the day. If you guys want a really good basic eyeshadow palette that is so simple, so easy, I mean, it's all I've been wearing for quite a few months, you guys. I have not been exploring with a lot of colored eyeshadows, so I just do this really pretty basic eyeshadow palette. It's a quad from Tom Ford. This one's called number 28 de la Creme. This is a very pretty basic go-to eyeshadow that I just do pretty much all the time I wear eyeshadow. One thing about Tom Ford eyeshadows is they're so seamless, so easy to put on. If you're somebody who struggles with eyeshadow and the blending technique, try Tom Ford. It's worth the money because it blends on its own. It's so easy to put on, you know. It doesn't take a lot of work, a lot of blending, and his colors are mostly very neutral earth tones. He doesn't have a lot of bold colors, so that's why I've been really gravitating to more natural eyeshadows as opposed to colored eyeshadow like I used to do back in the day. I'm a little older. I don't want to do a lot of colored shadows anymore. It depends on my mood, but you know, I've been doing more of a simple brown basic neutral eyeshadow. That's a great one. You will wear it all the time, I promise. So I think that is pretty much it. I definitely want to do some future makeup looks for you guys, and definitely I have a great fashion video that I want to put up for you guys as well. I have some fashion that I want to talk to you guys about. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.